Good day, YouTube. How doing today? I am the Trashitkin, and welcome back to the Dns Techpack Let's Play episode 23, I believe it is now. I've been trying to keep the actual amount of episodes. No, I'm not. I've just been lucky this time and looked before I did anything. For once. To be fair. So, we've got our actually additions piping, I think, finished. I think we've got the piping done. I just need to make myself a wooden pressure plate, I think, is all I need for that bit. To make it so that when something lands in that, that should get a redstone pulse and go to there. This thing has not got any whitelist, but we'll set it a blacklist for now, so nothing should be allowed through. No, whitelist. Yeah. So you're in waitlist. Precision dropper. It should be set to just anything that goes into it, right? Yeah. See, that worked. That's what I want to happen. Excellent. And now I've got that. We should just need to start setting things that we want to be able to be. Including, I suppose, let's start off with things like falling down a hole. Redstone. The redstone we know turns into the redstonia, which actually I seem to be completely out of. So if I had a piece of redstone in here, it gets turned into a piece of redstonia crystal, which is allowed to go into here. Cool. So that should be allowed to, this should be able to pull everything out of it, right? So that's high. That is filtered to be whitelist only, redstonia. You're set to output everything. You are allowed to have whitelist redstone. So if, say, a piece of redstone comes in here, it should get filtered up into there, dropped, turned, pulled in there, zoomed out, and into the system. So we should now have a piece of redstonia. Not called redstonia? That's restonia. Ha! Okay, well, I thought we didn't have any, so let's try that again. So in here, we have that one, goes in there, gets filtered out, up the back, dropped, bizzed, into there, into there, into there. Restonia crystal. Sweet! So we now have an automated restonia, at least. Let's put away some of the stuff we might not need. Might not need that. Might not. So another one that I'm going to need is the coal. And I think coal was the void crystal or something like that. So you are now allowed to take in void crystal, which will be filtered on here as void crystal. And you are filtered here, you're filtered on coal. So when coal comes in here, put a few in just to try and make sure it works. I have found my first problem. This thing only works. This thing's been attacked by redstone. I suppose I could just have you one block further away, I suppose. Just like have you here instead of there. This means I need to change. I don't need to change anything really. So let's do that. Let's take you off. Let's pick you up. I've just got to tell it what it's allowed to pick up again. Not a big deal. A little bit annoying, but not a big deal. So there. And then it goes here. And then another impulse, just a normal item duct. And it goes here, it's fine. And a servo. Like that. You've kept your inventory, which is nice. Let's put that there. That'll get some of these covers on it, the encased stuff. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that seemed to be working that time. Just with that one step away. Now let's see if we've got any structural. Cool, I've got some structure. Duct. Three. That's just a normal block there. It's cool. So let's try that one more time. Coal goes in there. We get zipped into here. Comes out, goes into our system. Oh, so that should be void crystal. So we've got none in there just now. Got one in there now. Awesome! Now to make this proper, I'm going to be able to tell it how to automate it. So turn that to processing, turn you off. One coal equals one void crystal. Easy. Then one redstone turns into one restonia crystal. Put that into our wee bit here. So those two things should be able to be auto-craftable. I might tell it to also, like, void. There. To automate that. Cool. So now that we've got a way to make the void and the restonia, I mean, I'll set up all the other ones as well. Maybe not right now, maybe in a wee bit, I suppose. Glass, clear stable glass, and what was the stone called again? Forgotten already. So this stuff, encased bricks, sounds about right. I will probably put covers on the top of that as well, but yeah, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'll probably put covers on the top of that, of the same brick. I never did cover all this stuff up either, did I? At least there for now. I need to be able to get down into this thing. Now, this one might be I don't know if this will work so well. We will have to see how well this goes. So, for instance, if we have a look, let's use one of the ones we've got there. So the void, empowering void crystal, right? So we need flint, charcoal. It has to be charcoal. Oh no, is it? Ah, no. Yeah, it has to be charcoal. Cool. It can be any dyes though. I think we've got ink just now, so I'll use it. So stone, flint, charcoal, and ink. So let's grab some of all that. So stone. We should have a wee bit of ink now, I suppose, because I have just killed a pile of these guys. I do have a decent amount of ink. Ink. I have no charcoal, so let's make us. I have to tell it how to make charcoal. I go back to processing. One wood equals one charcoal. Once it gets done. No, don't try and cook my crescent hammer, please. Don't need that to be cookable. Be a little cookie to try and do that. So, did I grab that? Yeah, thank you. Turns into one charcoal. And that will go into the bit that does the cooking. redstone furnace. I did tell it how to make baked potatoes. Cool. So it knows how to make charcoal now. So let's get our charcoal back out. And what was the other thing again? Charcoal, stone, flint. Flint. Is there an easy way to craft flint? Gravel. Don't know how much gravel we have, mind you. Yeah, we've got a decent amount. Could always set up one of the things to be able to auto-craft that. So, for instance, we also need the void block as well, which I'll grab in a second. So, for instance, you are only allowed to whitelist stone. You are allowed to get whitelist charcoal. You are allowed to whitelist ink. And you are allowed to whitelist flint. And let's grab a void block as well, because obviously we need that. And that will be for the center. You are allowed to whitelist that. Now they're all set to prevent oversending. As I say, I don't know, and you also, let's send you to blocking mode, and also tell you where to put you, because, yeah, I want you to actually be pushing to that. You should also have a filter on you for any empowering stuff. We haven't made one yet. So if I were to put in charcoal, the stone, the ink sac, the flint, and the void block. So that's the 5 items needed for this one thing. Actually, do you? I can't remember what happens with this. Let's see what happens if I set this to pool. Seriously, did you just go in there? Did you just? Back. Okay. Turned that off for now as well, because I didn't put any filter on there today. Because I'm smart like that. So we need our stone block back. We need our void block back. We need our charcoal back. Nope. That did not work. Charcoal. This time, those all go in. Cool! That gets working. And then, once it eventually finishes, can't remember if it just stays there and it needs to be pulled out. If it does, I'll probably have to have like a... Yeah, I presume it can be pulled out somewhere. It's not like an item sitting on top. So if that's the item going in, unfortunately I can't have the same thing going out again. So I'm going to have like another item duct going on the side. Yeah, with another... Ugh, that looks horrible. That looks horrible. So the thing there, that's our filter that will go onto here. So let's plonk that on again this time. Let's go that filter. Oh yeah, that doesn't need to be there. Okay, we also need we need a servo. Let's make a few. Why not? Although, to be fair, we probably should have... Maybe not. Oh, too late. It's going already. Never mind. Servos are always handy, even if they're lower tiered. So on this servo, you are going to be whitelist that. And you are going to be whitelist that as well. For instance... Let's try this again with another full run of charcoal. Maybe some charcoal, some flint, some flint, charcoal, flint, void block. This one will do. Charcoal, void, flint, stone. And what was the other thing again? Ink. Right, see what happens. Oh, I'm missing something. Stone, charcoal. Oh, I didn't put the flint in. But dirt. Flint. Okay, I'm sure I put flint in it this time. Why are you not getting pulled out? Hello? I did not test this before I did this, by the way, so... It's odd how that got jammed up. That's worrying that got jammed up, in fact. Well, let's see what happens anyway when this gets done. Hopefully that should go in there, down there, and into here, and into our system for an empowered void crystal. Boom, in our system we should now have empowered void crystal block. Woohoo! So now we just need to tell our system what the hell did I just do. So we wanted flint. We wanted charcoal. We wanted stone. We wanted ink. And we want a void block. Don't know why I said 2 there, that's annoying. There's one. So that, and that all equates to one of these. I've also got to like set that up so I can't accidentally pick that up as well. Anyway, that should now be able to auto-craft up some awesomeness. Let's semi-cover this up. Shouldn't need into there anymore. I say I'm going to probably put a piece of glass or something like here. I think the range, yeah, just like those two. Let's actually just grab a couple. Oh, we've already got a couple of glass. Oh, nice. Let's just do that. Yeah. Yeah. That's fine for me just now. So let's ask for a empowered void crystal. It's already seeing it. Go. Stone, flint, charcoal, void, ink. Yes. Ha ha. I think it is working. Let's grab a structure. No. Do that. Not there. There. Perfect. And we should have a void crystal. Oh, yeah, you don't work on top of you. You need anchors. So, yeah, covered up. Covered up. It's just those bits in there which we can... Don't need to do something. So we should be able to have our empowered void crystals now, which is awesome. I've got this medium storage crate. I want it to be a large storage crate. So how many void crystal blocks have I even got now just from testing? I've got 3, so let's make another one. Stone. Oh, that's awesome. That it's working. That I made something work. It's unusual, to say the least, that it's actually working. I don't know how much this will be affecting our power, but shouldn't be that much. He hopes. Actually, if you do this, does it tell you how much power it draws? Probably not. Nah. It says a lot. Just says a lot. It doesn't actually say how much power is required for each craft, but you know, can't be that bad, right? Our system's not gone. Large storage crate. Now the large storage crates are out of sight. They are massive. So I'm gonna take you guys. I'm actually gonna put some of this stuff away out of my. Put you in my bag. You can go away. You can go away. You can go away. Put you there. You there. Let's empty out as much as I can first of all. Put it in the system. Put it in the system. There we go. Then put down a storage crate. As I say, this looks pretty big here, but it's got another page. And it still looks big, but it's got another page! 3 pages worth of... Oh man, I can't even add how many stacks of stuff that I can store now. A lot. Should maybe think about upgrading our Infermium seeds as well. We need Supremium. Let's get a tier 5. So we just need like 8 Supremiums. Why don't we get that started to be craftable? Supremium. We need 8, so let's make 10. So thinking about it, we need 2,000 Infermium to do this. It's going to take a little bit of time. Let's actually go over to our system. We should be able to see this crafting in one of them. Yeah, look at that. This one's already got all the speed upgrades in it can have. It's just that one running. I should have maybe split them into different... must be in like one of you. Yeah, it is in you. If I were to like move you into another... If I were to have it in this middle block, it would run faster, I think. Because it should be able to use... Actually, you should be able to use that as well. Who knows? Realistically speaking, it's not going to take that long. It's doing 2,000 odd crafting steps in seconds, so I think we might just let it off. Maybe just. So with the empowering, what else can we actually do? What is like the uses? So for huge energy import hatch, I don't really think I need that. Uses of empowered pilus, greenhouse glass, which is always actually pretty cool, and an ender generator from exponential power, and a rainbow generator, which are ridiculous, and a ludicrous energy input hatch, which again from that mod that I've never really looked at. You're used from a spawner changer, a fortune upgrade, wing of a bat, experience solidifier, item repairer. That might be pretty handy. So actually the Demantine stuff is probably the most useful so far. Void crystal, vertical digger, the large storage, that's really it for that. emeradic. 8's used in the making an exponential power generator this way, so with the advanced crafting, instead of with this, the empowerer. I have a funny feeling the empowerer is slightly dearer. Huh. Who'd have known? And the Inori is used for certain things as well. I know that. So wait, that is, I can autocraft that pretty much at any time, really, now. Did that finish already? Did that supermium or whatever it is? Did it finish crafting? Oh, that word. Let's grab the seeds out of it. You guys. And go uses. Boom. Tier 5 crafting seeds. Go in there and grow, man. Grow! That'll be ridiculous how much stuff that this thing will be giving out. I think it'll give 5 per growth cycle now. Let's actually just have a look. So there's none in there just now. So once it finishes its growth cycle, yeah, 5 per growth cycle. That's, in my mind, quite a bit. 5 per growth cycle. That is awesome. So we should have a big pile of... How much ender, look at the ender pearls we're getting as well. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I can't remember really. There was another thing we were wanting to make with our ender pearls, but I can't actually remember. Flux configurator. That's a new item. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Thank you. And the wrong item. Let's get upstairs as well. Back up top side. Like top side. Awesome. Now, what was that thing from Flux Networks? Is Flux Networks maybe been updated since I last played? I don't know. Flux configurator. I was having a problem with Flux Networks actually storing the information on it. So if I go, no, the basement, come on, to power. So I was wanting it to say ignore limit, true, go back, and it's false. So I'm wondering if that Flux configurator does something. I don't know. Let's make one and see. Flux configurator. I'm about to have everything for it. I do. Sweet. Let's head back over to the power. Got power. Let's see what happens when I right click. Pasted configuration. Copied configuration. But they've got the wrong configuration. God damn it. They're not saving it. I want it to ignore the limit. Ugh, never mind. Anyway, our power seems to be doing fine with all of these systems set up. I mean, I can't even remember how it was. I got 4, 8, 12. 4, 8. No, it's 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 electrolytic separators for these 8 gas burning generators. And I've never had to worry about power since I've done all that work to it, which is nice. Very nice, in fact. So that configurator is kind of useless just now since I don't know why it's not saving them. I can't see anything in the configs, but I digress. Oh, I said that. So, now that we've got all that done and dusted, let's actually have a look at our environmental tech. See how many... Oh, the Cryonite's still going very slowly. The Cryonite is taking forever to get. The higher the tier I have, the more I get of it, though, if you know what I mean. So it's like the Rhodium took me absolutely ages to get enough to make the tier 2. But now that I'm running a tier 2, I'm getting more Rhodium crystals. So if we have a look for this, like a tier 1, it's only 1%, but... Wait, what? .12%, 1.12%, 1.1%, 1.61%, 2%. But anyway, the Cryonite you can only get from a tier 2 or above. And then when you get it to tier 3, it goes from 0.5% to 1%. So we're needing a lot more stuff. is basically what I'm saying. We need to wait. I'm going to have to, like, just sit back and let it happen, I suppose, is the way to put it. But what I really want to start doing as well is start thinking about having a proper ore processing plant. So down here we've got, we're doing this, just going into basic enrichment factory and going through basic smelting factory, which is fine, it's okay. It's just simply doubling our ores, nothing too fancy. I want more than doubling my ores. I want a lot more than doubling my ores. Oh yes. I want to triple my ores, maybe even quadruple my ores. Luckily, we have a way to do that with mechanism. So next episode, I think we're going to start automating all the requirements in mechanism. Like have a few different metallurgical infusers and things like that set up so it can be... Yeah, so we can set that up to automate to make things a little bit easier to delve into the worlds of mechanism. So I hope you all enjoyed the episode. I'm the Trish Etkin. Have fun!